Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, May 23, 2016 at 1:24 a.m. Birmingham. Topic, 3 portals open, all in Switzerland. CERN, Switzerland, the area of the Hadron Collider. Geneva, and over the Hadron Collider, over Lake Geneva, and one over the UN building. 3 portals open, and I'll describe how each looked. The one over the lake looked like a tube, a distorted tube. It was lighter than the surrounding area. You couldn't see how high it had come from, either it be clouds or just simply that it went through. You know, if you fly, when you reach an altitude of 7,000 feet or so, whether it's cloudy or not, you kind of get above a haze, and then you're looking upon like a silver glass smooth ocean with a moonlight on it. So this collider, this beam, seemed to have gone through that portion. So 8,000 to 10,000 feet could have been the top of it. I don't know. But that's where one was. One was over the collider itself. It looked like a vortex. But it was pulling everything around it into it. Not like the spiral over Norway. This was sucking everything in it into a pinpoint, and it was straight above the project site. And then the third was over the UN building itself. It was straight above the UN. The size was about the size of the UN building, 200 to 300 foot in diameter. And its sides were defined, and it had inside of it a very distorted view. It looked like what you looked like a fire that you couldn't see, and you see the distortion above it, or a highway you're driving down, you think you see something, distorting the view in front of you, the heat. This is what it projected. And this is why it was different, because it didn't encompass outside the boundaries of the UN building. It stayed within those boundaries. That was odd. So that's 3 of them. But boy, have I got something to tell you. To me, they were portals, and this is why I'm calling them portals. And I've heard others mention that they are portals. But the portal either delivered someone or something, and I don't think it was something, or someone or something was removed. In my opinion, I believe perhaps both. I believe it delivered someone and took someone away. And if you don't know it, last week, and this ties in, how, I don't know, but it does. Just listen. Obama signed over to the UN 100% of America. 100%. Now, something else happened when he did that. He did it on either March the 17th or on March the 18th, one of those 2 days. Did it at night, like midnight. But what else happened? You're like this. One branch of our military went to Obama. They told Obama to stay out of their way. To me, this is very good for you and I. Very good for all Americans. It is my belief that someone with guts to stand up against Obama and tell Obama, you do not speak for us. Stay out of our way. And they were very specific in telling him, don't tell us what to do. He may sign over a certain set of foreign or rights to foreign people, but the military made it very clear they were excluded. And I was glad to hear that. That statement backed and supports, that statement, again, backed and supports the prophecy spoke by the fireman that he got in 2011, but was just being made known to us in the past month or so. And why does that support? Well, that means that we're still here for 8 more years. Now, what lies beyond that 8 years, only God knows. So prayer can change things. In a lot of cases, prayer would even eliminate certain things. But in our case, prayer is only going to delay what's going to happen because it is prophecy for us. So let me end this, because the next one I get on, you're going to start scratching your head on it, because I have been for hours and hours and hours. And when you hear it, well, it'll be good. It's got me completely dumbfounded at this time, and this is part of what I just was afraid to give you without having all my cards laid out together, and now I got them. Jody Wolf Expoz.